Peace, back again. This particular video I want to get in is about the law of karma. And does karma apply to black magic? Does karma apply to Palo Mayombe, Santeria, Ifa, Voodoo? Does karma apply to African traditional religion? As I go into this, I want to talk about where the word karma comes from. The word karma is a Sanskrit word that means actions, okay, or action. All right. So when the mystics and the Indians speak about positive and negative karma, they're effectively speaking about positive and negative actions. Because in the Hermetic tradition, there is a axiom which comes from, which is found within the universal law of causation. And this particular axiom or principle states that for every action, there is an equal opposite reaction. So for everything you do, there's a reaction. There's an equal opposite reaction. You may move your arm up like this, but there's a reaction that's going on in the body with the blood, with everything. Okay? Many people, and I've seen this ignorantly stated, even amongst people who consider themselves elders of the Palo Mayombe tradition, that karma does not exist in Palo Mayombe. Clearly, when I saw this, I realized that initiations do not make you wise. Just because you initiated into something, or just because you got initiated into something, or just because you've been practicing something for a long time, does not make you wise. And it definitely don't mean that you've been doing it the right way. People in these traditions pride themselves on how long they've been doing something. I noticed that a lot. No matter what state, no matter where, who I talk to, no matter what it's about, everybody brags about how long they've been doing it. And they don't even realize what they're saying to me, a person like me. I don't give a fuck about everybody else. But a person like me, when you tell me that you've been doing something for a long time, and I look at you and I can see that you fucked up, you ain't got to say shit else, because I already know that what you've been doing for 30 years is wrong. Not that the practice is wrong, but your approach to the practice is wrong. Not saying that what you learned is wrong, but the way that you interpret and express the knowledge that you have learned is wrong. See, a nigga will take a pataki and interpret that shit to suit his own ego. A nigga will take a parable. Christians take parables out of the Bible all the time and twist them and turn them to suit their own ego in the shit that they want to do. It's no different in African traditional religion, and it's no different in traditions like Palo. It's no different. I don't need to get on here and talk about Pati Pembas and Fimas and, you know what I'm saying, all of the mechanics of Palo. It's a lot of people already doing that. But it's not many people who are sharing with you the wisdom that you gain from working with the spirits in whatever branch or lineage you claim to be from. Ultimately, when you boil it all down, it's all the same. But what is not the same is our understanding of the universe, of nature, of the dead. That's not the same amongst us all. And this is clearly stated when I saw this. And this post is the post that really promoted this video. That's the post that really inspired me to want to do another video on karma. Because I saw this ignorance and I saw people buying into it. Thinking that there is no karma. that there's only power for good or for bad. It's not true. Karma, causation, the law of cause and effect exists regardless of whether or not you acknowledge it or not. It exists. No different than gravity exists. No different than the oxygen, the air that we breathe exists. No different than carbon monoxide exists. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but that shit will kill you. It exists. So we got these people who walk around thinking that they can do, and the reason why they do this, and this is a fallacy on their part, and this is something that their elders should have taught them, because my elders taught me what I got in the tradition. We don't do shit to people just because we can. If my padrino did not teach me two important things spiritually, it was we do not, and this is wisdom. Fuck how to put a trabajo together, or what stick mean this, or what chance. That ain't got shit to do with nothing, because all that shit, that's universal shit. The wisdom is not universal in the fact that everybody ain't using it and everybody don't have it. My padrino told me we do not do shit to people because we can, and we do not ask for death. We don't ask the spirit to kill. Not even Lugambi, not even Lukankazi. So we don't ask him to kill. If he decides to kill, that's on him. The karma go on him. But if you tell him to eliminate this problem, eliminate this person who is causing me problems, and he decide to kill that person, that's on the spirit. That's not on you, because you didn't ask him and say, look, man, I need you to kill this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're not coming at the spirit like that. You basically saying like, look, this person is a problem. I need you to get this person out of my life. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Have your way of eliminating this person. Get this person gone. Now he's like, okay, well, shit, let me see. Let me go over here. Let me go scan. Let me go fly over here and scan and look at what this nigga doing. Okay, so we can fuck this nigga up this way and that way. We ain't necessarily got to kill him, but he will be fucked up enough where he won't be able to do what he doing no more. Okay. All right. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And then he take care of it. The thing is people, they delude themselves into believing that karma does not exist so that they can do whatever they want to do when they want to do it without consequences. But yet these people suffer consequences every day, but they don't look at them as consequences. I know a guy, well, I know of a guy who don't like me, right? White dude, Palero out of New York, don't like me. This dude is always trying to attack my love life. I gotta speak to y'all from experience. I know a lot of people don't be wanting me to talk about this, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But if you really want to understand what this is, you need to understand the good, the bad, and the ugly. This is the bad. This ain't even the ugly. So this dude, he likes to attack. This is just a lesson in karma, because clearly his ass don't fucking understand the law of causation. This dude will sit up and try to curse my love life every day. How do I know this? Because I can see the work coming at me every day. And, well, let's just say I can see the work coming at me every day. Okay? The person will throw the dead at me every day to try to sabotage my love life or some crazy shit. But come to find out, this person ain't got no love life. You see what I'm saying? He ain't realizing the reason why he ain't got no love life is because he constantly doing shit unjustified. You trying to fuck up another person's love life who ain't did shit to you. See, I don't get all bent out of shape over shit over the internet. Motherfucking come in my inbox right now, cuss me out, call me all kind of names and shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm not finna go to the pot. I'm not finna even waste my Nkisi's time sending him out for no dumb shit like that. I'm not finna. Save that energy. We use that energy on something else. We ain't finna fuck that person. They just mad because they ain't you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to get involved with that. And I'm not finna do that. But some of these people, you get into it with them over the internet, and they look at it as an excuse. You get into it with an argument. You may have a heated conversation with them or whatever, and they look at it like, oh, you gotta die now. Your ego was hurt that bad from a phone conversation that I gotta die now. So the funny thing about it is, the very same shit that they be trying to do to me and other people is manifesting in their life. But yet, this is the same person that will tell you there is no karma. And he really believes that there's no karma. When you gotta fucking go buy Russian prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? When you trying to get all the black and Latina women in the spiritual community to follow you, which is one of the reasons why this individual likes to slander me all over the internet, is because he thinks that the black women in the spiritual community are going to come up under me. And I have no intention of collecting no particular race of person. Anybody that comes to me, regardless of race, regardless of background, regardless of ethnicity, I don't care. I take white people, Latino people, black people, Indian people, Oriental people. It don't matter to me. Anybody who is willing to learn how to work with the spirits are welcome. They don't give a fuck about your skin color. They don't give a fuck about what hair texture you got. They don't give a fuck if you was born in one country and learned about this in another country. They don't give a fuck about none of that. All they care about is, are you going to do what you need to do for them to work for you because they want to work. And anybody that's going to keep them working and feeding them and paying them and doing the things that they need to do, they are down to fuck with. But you got people out here who are competing with me. I mean, literally, guys, literally competing with me. Like these guys, this guy, I'm not going to even say these guys. It ain't no these guys, because everybody else don't give a fuck. This is one insecure individual. But this person is like, he gets more girls than me. You know what I mean? Or he's going to take away the money. People are going to find his content. They're not going to find me because I'm too scary to get on a video and talk and teach. Oh, that's right, because they'll find out I'm white. And maybe they won't respect me because nobody wants to learn Palo from a white man when they can learn it from a Cuban or Afro-Cuban. Why would you go learn Palo from a white man when you could just go learn it from a Latino or a black person or African? You know what I mean? So, this individual is experiencing issues in his life based on the obsession that he has and the negativity that he has for me and other people. What you put out will come back. For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Even the spirits, they're all energy. Everything is energy. You send the energy out, the energy's going to come back. The reason why the energy comes back is because you're dealing with centrifugal forces, pushing and pulling forces at the same time. You see what I mean? So what you throwing out gonna come back. What you throw out gonna come back. Okay? This is one of the reasons. I mean, one of the Nkisi that teach us a lot about karma is Santeria and Doki. One of the Orishas that teach us about karma is Oya. This is why we are taught to never go and bury nobody in a cemetery, trying to kill them, asking Oya to kill them, or asking Santeria to kill them if it ain't justified. Santeria and Doki is a weaver of witchcraft, of Wanga. Santeria and Doki is a master at reversing energy, negative energy. Okay? You bury somebody in the cemetery trying to kill them, and then somebody in your family die. Or shit, maybe even you might end up dead. This is something my padrino told me. Be careful in the cemetery. Be careful working with her, because it can come back on you. You see? That's karma right there. So how could a motherfucker say that karma don't exist in Palo when one of the Nkisi specifically works as a hand of karma to send back energy that was sent? See the ignorance? You see the bullshit? The fast talking? People appealing to your egos and people appealing to your insecurities. Oh, you mean if I join Palo, I can fuck people up and don't you got to worry about the consequences? Wrong. Don't let these people get you fucked up. And I'm talking to everybody. Don't let these people get you fucked up. You know what I mean? I see y'all out there. Trust me, I do my little bit of lurking too. I see y'all out there. I see y'all all on these people's pages, not even knowing who the fuck you talking to. Just talking to a nigga behind a profile pic that ain't even a person. Somebody talking behind a damn Facebook like page that you ain't never seen. But because his knowledge sounds good, because he speaks confidently, you think that he's right, but he ain't. He gonna send your ass off, and he ain't gonna teach you shit because he wants all Latino people and black people to be beneath him. But y'all falling for it. Y'all falling for it. This dude ain't got no respect for Latino people or black people, and he uses us. He uses us Latino people and black people. This dude comes from poor white trash. Parents are racist as fuck. All this is gonna come out. All this is gonna come out. Like my man said, this dude need to be somewhere. This nigga need to be somewhere making pieces, not Palo. You know what I'm saying? Why he ain't studying no Italian magic? You know what I'm saying? You got an Italian faking like an Afro-Cuban and warring with all of the melanated priests and priestesses in the community. Because this individual believes that there's no karma. He believes it's about power. And even if it was all about power, there is no such thing as the most powerful. There isn't. You got Nsambi, Mpungu, you got Nsambi, Bilongo. The two faces of Nsambi. And everything in between. That's the most powerful. Nsambi is the most powerful. So even if you want to base your spiritual practice on power being used for good or bad, that's still a fallacy. You'll never be the most powerful. And there will always be somebody more powerful than you. This is why it's important to mind your business. This is why it's important to be humble to some extent. You never know who you're coming across. You never know. You cannot fuck with everybody. You never know who you're coming across. So it's important that we acknowledge these universal laws. It's important that we acknowledge the law of causation, the law of karma. All of these things exist in all of these traditions. The law of causation exists in every tradition. I've watched people who have debated me on YouTube about karma go through shit. I've watched them go through shit. I've watched them go to their home country and damn near got caught over there, got destroyed over there. You got to be careful out here, man. Y'all out here playing with forces that y'all fools don't even fucking understand how they exist. You taking knowledge that was handed down to you without explaining to you how it worked. If you were able to know how it worked, you could get on here and explain it to us. You just call it. This is why I made a video a while back on my old channel about the difference between a magician and a sorcerer and a mystic. A lot of y'all are sorcerers. Y'all just putting shit together hoping it work. Saying some words and chanting and hoping you get the effect that you want. A magician utilizes the immutable rules, the universal laws. When he acts, it is as if God has acted. He ain't guessing and hoping he get the result. He know he gonna get the result because it is a science. It's a science. But you got all these sorcerers out here claiming like they know-it-alls and claiming like they the most powerful, but they can't even tell you how a spirit of the dead exists. They don't even understand the laws that allows the spirit to exist. They can't even explain the laws that are responsible for us being able to create the energy of an Nkisi within a caldero using elements of nature. How do we tap into the elements or the energy within the matari, within the stones, within the entoto, within the dirts? Where does this energy come from? How do we get that energy out? Okay, yeah, we singing some songs while we putting together this cauldron. We're placing the thing. We put the nafimas and patipimbas and things of that nature there. We adding the sticks. We doing everything that we supposed to do. Then we feed it the minga. Then what? That's all we know. That's what you know is the process. But why is it the process? Why and how is the energy created from that? What is the blood doing? What is the blood effectively even bringing to existence alive? What part of the Nganga is coming alive when we give it the Minga? And how does that part utilize everything else in the caldero to bring about the complete energy of the Nkisi? Can anybody explain this? Because we're dealing with sorcerers, we're not dealing with magicians. The information I'm trying to share is information that will elevate everyone to the level of magician. Because in order to be the magician, you cannot be out here doing whatever the fuck you want to do without consequence. You're going to get yourself hurt or somebody in your family hurt. You got motherfuckers out here trying to throw work at everybody out here and don't understand the law of causation. Then when they son or their daughter get hit by a bus or fucking fall ill and sick, then they wondering, why is this happening to me? Then my son got sick. Never thinking or putting a connection. Damn, my dad sending death out, sickness out, sickness out, sickness out at every fucking body. Now my son's sick, or now my daughter's sick, or now my mama's sick, or now my father's sick, or whoever. Somebody you love, it come back on. You may have on something that protects you from the equal. You may have something on that protects you from death, but your family don't. Your family don't. They not protected. You may have on the hand of a ruler. And your hand of a ruler may protect you from the equal. Because Eshu made it so. But Eshu is a trickster. So Eshu might say, well, yeah, nigga, I'm going to protect you from death, but you saw the shit that you was doing. So now they got to get it. That person that you sent that to, they just sent that shit back at you. And since it can't hit you, it's going to hit the next person in line. That person. It's just like fucking Final Destination, the movie Final Destination. If death can't get that one, it's going to get the next person in line. Same shit. But these people believe that karma doesn't exist. And don't let these online YouTube spiritualists fool y'all and act like their life is just so damn perfect. It's no different than TV. You see a celebrity in a commercial or a TV series or a TV show or a movie, and you never know what the fuck that celebrity is going through behind closed doors. That motherfucker be on drugs, depressed, the alcoholic, abusive, all kind of crazy shit be going on. But he looked perfect in TV. Looked like life was perfect. A lot of these spiritual workers online, on YouTube, Facebook, they all the same way. They try to act like ain't nothing going on. They try to act like everything is good. Oh, I'm good. I ain't worried about no witchcraft. I ain't worried about this. I ain't worried about that. Meanwhile, the motherfuckers are scrambling behind closed doors. Taking baths and soaps and running over here to get clean and running over there to get clean. And I got to get this done and get that done. Don't let them motherfuckers fool you, man. Ain't nobody out here like that. Ain't nobody out here. Anybody can be touched. Including myself. Anybody can be touched. Do not let these motherfuckers fool you, making you think they're invincible. Because one of the biggest things to this whole spiritual community is getting in a person's head. Making a person believe that you're undefeatable. You get in a person's head and make that person believe that nothing you do to them can hurt them, you're going to start thinking like, damn, there's nothing I can do to them. There's nothing I can do to them. They already won. They already got you. They defeated you in your mind before you even fucking threw out your first spirit. So don't believe this bullshit. Because while people are online telling you that karma does not exist, they are experiencing karma as they say it. They are experiencing causation as they say it. There's nothing you can escape from it. Every action we perform has an equal opposite reaction. You smoke 30 packs of cigarettes, you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day for 30 years, the reaction is lung problems. You're gonna have lung problems. It is motherfucking absolute that you're gonna have some type of lung problem. You smoke a pack of cigarettes for 30 years. That is the effect of that action you performed of smoking. You get online and you call out a motherfucking name in the video talking shit about them. The reaction is he's going to get on there and he's probably going to make a video about you, or he's going to probably throw some work at you. He's going to probably do something as a reaction to your action. You start a spiritual war with somebody. You start saying, you know what? I don't like what he's doing. I'm going to close his roads. I'm going to block him. I'm going to attack this. I'm going to attack that. Then he figures it out. You underestimate this person, so now they didn't win and got a dream from a spirit showing you throwing work at them. Now they're going to be like, oh, this motherfucker throwing work at me. They might not never say nothing to you about it ever again in life. They may not never say, you know what, I know you're doing this, I know you're doing that. They may not want to give you the satisfaction. They may just start hitting your ass and just let you think that you winning. Let you think, oh, we're getting them. And all the while, them motherfuckers is putting together the master scheme, the master plan. You know what I'm saying? So that they can give you back what you put on them. But all the while, you thinking you getting away with it. I see it every day in my work. People think that witchcraft will solve all their problems, and all it does for some people is create more problems. I have clients who are in spiritual wars with people. The people that they are in spiritual wars with underestimate the client. They think, oh, we can do what we want to do to her because she don't know shit. We'll fuck her life up. Or we'll fuck his life up. But you don't know. Mr. Client, Mrs. Client, they know me. You got to run your ass all the way to Haiti. You got to run your ass all the way to Africa. You got to call people in Africa. You got to call people in these different places. Nigga, I'm right here. With Cuba and Africa right in one room. I ain't got to go nowhere. And I don't live far from the client. Now the client can come and do work on you every day. Every day. And meanwhile, you sitting over there thinking that the client don't know shit. You thinking the client don't know shit. Just like people thought I ain't know shit. They thought because I was an American-born palero that I ain't know shit. They still think I don't know shit. One of the people against me told me that the reason why people come at me, meaning him, because ain't nobody else coming at me. The reason why people come at me is because they think I don't know shit. But they learning that I do know shit. And it's just making them more mad, more angry. They think it's just making them more mad and more angry, and it's just creating more of a situation from them. So the spirit told me, back off. Spirit told me don't do shit. Don't say shit. Don't mention a person's name. Don't fucking, you know what I mean? Like the way I'm describing it to y'all now is because I'm trying to share a real life experience so that you could better understand how karma manifests in these traditions. But I'm not going to say this person's name. I'm not going to talk to them on the phone. I'm not going to send them no messages. I'm not going to put up no slander. I don't have to do none of that corny ass shit. I don't do that. I don't need to run the rip-off report and this person is and make lies up, and I don't do no shit like that. If I don't like you, I'd rather just come see you face to face and tell you face to face, let's deal with this problem right now. I don't play the fucking, this corny ass online sneaking around fake profile dumbass shit. I don't get into all that. That's some lame shit. I'm a fucking priest. I'm a god. Gods don't subject themselves to no corny ass shit like that. You know what I mean? I stay in my lane, and I expect for everybody else to stay in their lane. And when people want to come in my lane and try to cut me off, then I gotta turn into a motherfucking train and crush their ass. One thing I like to do on this internet is cast illusions. I love casting illusions on this internet. I had motherfuckers believing, oh, look, I destroyed him. You see what happened to her, Tata? Nothing happened to Tata. I took a break and was making money doing other shit. Decided I wanted to come back to work as a palero, so I came back. Still look the same. Still feel good. Still doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the only thing I do. So, as far as business. So, I'm not really pressed. You know what I'm saying? But my point, I'm digressing. I'm already 35 minutes into this video, and I really feel like I have not given you enough of an impression of what karma, the role that karma plays. So before I end this video, I want to basically say that karma in itself is basically the law of cause and effect. Okay? Karma is a law of cause and effect. Do not let these people fool you into thinking that karma is punishment. Karma only becomes punishment when your actions that you perform yield you a negative reaction. And you look at it like a punishment, right? So let's say, for instance, you're a bully at school. You bully people every day, all year. You've been bully. You got a few people you bully. And one day you see the new kid come to school. The new kid who just started school there. And now you want to bully him because you don't want him to step up and be something, because he look like he may be a little bit your size. He look like he got some swagger. You see the girls looking at him and you like, fuck that. You know, I run this school and everybody in this school afraid of me, and he gonna be afraid of me too. This is what I've been doing. I've been successful at bullying people. Then you walk up on this black dude and you think you're gonna bully him. But little do you know, this black dude been training as a kung fu student. This black dude has been a student of Shaolin Kung Fu since he was very young. Now he's in high school, 17. He's really good, but he keeps to himself. He don't say shit. He stay in his lane. Then you come thinking that you're gonna bully him because he came into the school community and just basically started being himself. So you bully him, and then he knock your ass out, break a couple bones, fuck you up. Now you want to kill him, right? This is karma. Every action has an equal opposite reaction. You may have got away with this shit. For the last 2 years, you got away with bullying people in school. And eventually, it was that one dude that came to the school that put you in your fucking place. That's karma. That's cause and effect. That can happen on a material level. It can happen on a spiritual level. It can happen. This is why it's important to just stay humble and stay in your lane. Do your thing. If you practicing this particular Rama of Palo and you practicing this way, then teach your people that way. If that Palero over there teaching that way and they doing their thing that way, let them do their thing that way. It's all made up anyway, because ain't none of it what we was originally doing in Africa anyway. Our ancestors took the African science. We took the Congo spiritual science and we reformed it and recreated a new tradition of Palo in Cuba, Criollo. Right? We created a whole new way of practicing the same Congo spiritual science without being in the Congo. All this nonsense, people arguing, fighting and shit over, oh, this is cruzado and this is made up. Nigga, it's all made up. Until I walk in Munanzo, Congo, and I see a wall full of Nkisi and Nkandi statues lined up for different purposes that people can go up and work with, it's made up. Until I walk into Munanzo, Congo, and don't see one cauldron, one statue of anything, all wooden Congo statues. Until I walk in and see that, it's all made up. So let's shut the fuck up with all this cruzado made up. Okay, the Palo Mayombe we practice today, it's Afro-Cuban. It belongs to the Afro-Cuban. It belongs to our ancestors. I can proudly say that now that I got proof that I got Afro-Cuban blood. So our ancestors, Palo belongs to us. It's Afro-Cuban. The version of Palo we practice today belongs to us. But it's still based on the same Congo spiritual science. The same way, the same science that was used to bring the Nkisi to life is the same science that's used to bring the Nganga to life. It's the same science. Our ancestors, when they came as slaves, they had to work with what they could in the place where they was at. And because they understood the universal laws and they understood the Congo spiritual science, they knew that they could recreate what they needed right there. They knew they could recreate it. And thus, an entire practice came from it. They knew that they could take from the spiritual energies that were already in the cities that they were coming into. Orisha, Lukumi, and all of these things were there. They started taking from that. That's why you see so many similarities between Mama Chola and Oshun. Why is it that I can go and get a reading from a Babalawo, who is Lukumi? He can tell me that Oshun wants me to give her 5 oranges and a beer. He says Oshun came and she wants you to give her 5 oranges and a beer. I said, Baba, I don't have Oshun. I said, as a palero, I do have the fundamentos of Chola Wenge, of Mama Chola. I said, can you ask Ifa if Mama Chola will receive the offering of the 5 oranges and the beer for Oshun? He uses his Ikwele. He comes back. Yes, you can give the 5 oranges and the beer to Mama Chola. How is it possible? If it ain't the same, and the energies ain't the same, how is Ifa, the wisdom of God, saying that an Nkisi can accept an offering for an Orisha if the energies ain't the same in no way, shape, or form? So it is clear that the creation of the Nkisi and the Afro-Cuban Creole Palo Mayombe is very connected to the spiritual forces that was already there. It's all of this is done with universal law. Syncretization is a universal law. Syncretization comes from the law of correspondence. Y'all, please go research this stuff. So as you can see, basically, you know what I mean? Even that, what I just explained, was an act of karma. Slavery, the act, gave birth to the reaction of Palo. And then what did the slaves do? The slaves created Palo, as it is Creole, Palo, so that they could fight the slave masters. So that they could fight the slave masters. And then as it kept evolving and changing, eventually, who came about? Andres Petit. Who said, you know what I'm going to do? Through the law of correspondence, I'm going to bring all of the traditions together under one Rama. And still got the same result. Why? Because the Congo African science, he understood. What did he do? Andres Petit, he initiated his slave master, was freed. He initiated his slave master into Palo, and now his slave master became under him, subordinate to him. He flipped the script. Boom. I used to be subordinate to you, now you're subordinate to me. You see? And this set off an entire process of liberation to help liberate our ancestors from slavery during that time. This is all the law of causation at play. For every action, there's an equal opposite reaction. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If anybody wants me to continue or has any questions about the law of causation, about karma, please hit me up. You can click the links in the description of the videos. You can follow me on social media. Inbox me on social media if you want. You know what I mean? Just follow my Facebook page. Follow my Instagram, my Twitter, all of that stuff. I don't be on Twitter that much, but I do post on Twitter sometimes. Mainly on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Y'all can come and, connect with me. Definitely follow that Facebook, though, because I'm about to start going live on that Facebook. And I really want to, set up this question and answer type of situation. I don't really like YouTube for the lives. I don't know why. I just don't like the energy of it. Facebook feel better. But I may do some on YouTube. If I get a certain amount of subscribers, once I get back to a certain amount of subscribers, I'll probably start doing lives on YouTube. You know what I mean? Live lectures, like full classes and shit, hours long, 1-2 hours long. Straight just going through shit. But until then, if y'all would like to book a consultation, if you have anything that you want to look into spiritually that you would need my services for, definitely click the first link to book a consultation with me, and I'll be happy to help you. Until then, I will see y'all on the next video, and be well. Salam alaikum.